Hey, Kristen. Hey, Pablo. Good to see you again.
Hello.
Hi.
Both of you are no strangers to being at film festivals, but given the pandemic, I was wondering what was it like being back at a film festival, especially with a movie that had so much buzz around it?
That was amazing. We go on. It was so beautiful.
Yeah. We had the best time, and I was so scared leading up to the festival. I just thought at some point something was going to shift and we weren't going to be able to go.
Yeah, me too.
And so every moment being there, really, we were lapping it up. I, I love this movie. I think it was just me and Pablo and Juan, his brother, who produced the movie that were there. But like going to London, he wasn't able to come to London with us, and primarily I think our crew. I mean, we shot in Germany, but most of our actors and our department heads were there, so it felt like we were kind of like bringing it home. We had a really good time making this, and it was like Diana really invaded all of us in this beautiful, penetrating way, and to get back together and kind of like think about that feeling again, better than normal. And I love film festivals, and I love talking about movies I'm in. This was bigger and better than normal.
It was a mix of things. A movie that we loved, loved when we made it, and then we were in a room with others, right? And that is just so exceptional in these times. It just became incredible.
So when I went back to see the movie yesterday, I took some notes about the lines pertaining to currency and people being currency. Can you each speak a little bit about that theme?
You want to go first?
Yeah, go.
Okay, I'll go first.
Yeah.
We buy and sell each other and ourselves all the time. I mean, I'm constantly asked about my relationship to being photographed and being a public figure in general, and how that might give me some more insight into being able to play Diana. But what I'm exchanging, what I'm buying, and what I'm selling is something I really believe in. And it can be like a frustrating exchange sometimes. We live in a society that is obsessed with famous people. We love to turn them into characters that don't exist and prescribe this reality which is fully fictional, yet we kind of all mutually know and understand that, but then at the same time we don't. It's this strange dichotomy. Diana was not in control of any of that, buying or selling. She was sort of turned into something that didn't even exist, so she didn't know how to maintain that. She didn't know how to get anything back from that. She ended up turning it on its head and kind of reaching through the lens towards people and bringing them closer to her. And I think that, ironically, having that kind of avenue of connection ended up saving her, even though it was also something that was detrimental to her health at times. So I think I have nowhere that I'm landing right now. I'm just sort of talking about what it means to sort of have a public exchange, and the ways that we do commodify personalities and art in general is trippy, and something that you need to be sort of protective of and know that what you're doing is yours. And that it's an ephemeral idea that if any time it becomes something that doesn't work for you, you walk away or you say no, which is something that our movie addresses. She did ultimately walk away. What about you?
Yeah, no, no. I just think that what the movie does is to show when someone becomes currency, it's because it becomes the desire of others, and so you never become currency yourself, and that desire for others, it what makes this complicated, because then you have value, and what kind of value, whatever that is, that's why currency is such a dangerous word, and that conversation comes up with the Queen in our movie, as you know. So it's when do you become currency, and why and how, and it's a very complicated thing that I have not become currency to anyone, I guess, so far, but I can see it in others.
He doesn't know his worth.
I haven't. I see it in others, and I think it can be very strange, because it's interesting to become an object of desire, but at the same time that desire has value and it can be monetarized.
Yeah,
and
it's transactional.
And it's a transaction, and it's like a stock in the market. Mm-hmm. And it's a weird thing of the world we're living in. I don't know. It's a good question. It's a very long answer, I
yeah,
guess.
That's the problem.
No, and I wish I had more time because I had so many questions that I didn't even get through, and I wanted to give a whole response to both of your answers. But, guess we'll have to wait for next time. Thank you so very much, as always. Good seeing you again, Kristen. Nice seeing you, Pablo.
Nice to meet you.
Congratulations on the film.
Bye-bye.
Thank you so much.